Family. There comes a moment in life where God stops letting you sit in confusion. Because confusion is not from Him. Some of you have been stuck in relationships for so long it's starting to feel like quicksand. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting to keep it alive, but the more you fight, the deeper you sink. And tonight, right now, today, whatever time it is, I need you to sit with yourself and ask yourself 3 questions that will reveal everything that you need to know. Now, let's get it. These aren't soft questions. These are not gentle. They are harsh. They are harsh because love deserves honesty, and so do you. And if your relationship is, healthy and stable and rooted in God, then this isn't for you. And that's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. But if you've been shaky for months, if you feel like nothing is getting better, I dare you to ask yourself these 3 questions. Because the truth that you're afraid to face is the very truth that will set you free. Let's get into it. Now, this is question number 1. The first question is, who am I when I'm with them? And do I even like that version of myself? Some of you have shrunk so small trying to fit into their world that you don't even recognize yourself anymore. You stop smiling like you used to. You know what I'm saying? You don't dream the same. You don't pray the same. You've been dimming your light so they won't feel insecure. You know what I mean? But God didn't create you to live in the shadows of someone else's brokenness. The Bible says in John 8 verses 32, then you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. If the truth is that you in this relationship is weaker, quieter, lonelier, or, more anxious than the real you that God created, then the freedom starts with admitting it. That's where the freedom starts. Don't cover it up anymore. Don't call that sacrifice when it's actually just slow suffocation. And if your partner is someone who lifts you up, you know what I'm saying, who pushes you closer to God, who calls out the greatness in you, then you must cherish them because, love isn't supposed to feel like a cage. It's not supposed to cage you. It's supposed to actually help you fly. So I need you to answer that question honestly. And question 2. Here it is. If they never change, would I still want to spend the rest of my life with them? Wow. If I never change, would I still want to spend the rest of my life with them? That's the question that nobody wants to ask because we're addicted to potential, see? You've been holding on to who they could be, not who they are. You've been saying, once they fix this, once they stop that, once they finally grow up, then it'll be all good. But what if they don't? What if this is it? Can you live with it? Because marriage, because covenant, long-term love, it's not about who you imagine them they'll be. It's about who they are today. And in the Bible, it says it. Do 2 walk together unless they have agreed to do so? If you're not walking the same road, if you're, constantly pulling dead weight, if you're praying for change while they're content with staying the same, then maybe you're not partners. That's just the harsh truth. You're a prisoner to your own hope. But listen, if you do have someone who has shown you that they'll fight for growth, who owns their flaws, who may not be perfect, but refuses to stay stuck, do not overlook that. Don't do it. Don't throw away someone who is actively becoming better. Because love is not perfection. Love is progression. But it's up to you to really get true with yourself and recognize if they are really trying to become better. Because your life depends on it. And question 3, which is the last question. If God pulled me out of this relationship tomorrow, would I feel relief or devastation? Sit with that for a moment. Some of you already know the answer, you know what I'm saying? But you've been scared to say it out loud. I know it. Because if your first thought is relief, then that means that your heart has been carrying a silent burden, a weight that, you normalized. And God never told you to carry what he didn't give you. You know what I'm saying? Matthew 11 verses 28 says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." That's my favorite verse. If your relationship has become nothing but restless nights and silent treatments and battles that you can't win, maybe God is showing you that peace is the answer, not punishment. But if the thought of losing them feels like devastating, it feels devastating because you know they are truly your partner, your friend, your anchor, then stop picking at what's wrong and start appreciating what's right. Important, very important, because love is work, but it shouldn't always feel like war. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's up to you to determine what's important. And hear me clearly. I am not saying to give up on every relationship that goes through a storm. No, I'm not saying that. Every love story will have moments of doubt. You know what I'm saying? Seasons of pain and chapters that you don't want to read out loud. Every storm. The enemy wants you to quit too soon. I can promise you that. To believe that no one is worth the fight, but real love is not disposable. And what I'm basically saying is that if you answer these 3 questions honestly, you'll know the difference between a relationship that actually needs healing and one that needs to end. And it's harsh. You know what I'm saying? Don't confuse loyalty with bondage. Don't confuse patience with self-betrayal. Don't confuse faith with foolishness, but also don't confuse imperfection with unworthiness. If you have someone who's been down for you, like truly down, who stayed when life was ugly, who prayed for you when you couldn't even pray for yourself, then for the love of God, recognize it. Stop looking for perfection and start honoring the presence of someone real. You know what I mean? So tonight, today, whatever, let these 3 questions be your mirror. Here they are. Who am I when I'm with them? If they never change, would I still stay? And if God removed them tomorrow, would I feel relief or devastation? The answers won't lie to you if you are honest. They will reveal whether you're in love with a person or just attached to the idea of them. And that's very important to understand. They will reveal if your relationship is a blessing that you've been overlooking or a burden that, you've been disguising as love. And when the truth comes, don't run from it. Because the same God who reveals is the same God who heals. Now, if that answer is letting go, right? If you came up with your truth and it is letting go and you just don't know how to do it, that's why I created my ebook, Letting Go When God Says So. It's a step-by-step guide how to move through this with grace, Move through this with grace without actually losing yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the hard part. A lot of times we lose ourselves in the letting go. And we don't want that. So you can check out the ebook, Letting Go When God Says So. Link is in the description. And I just need you to answer these 3 questions. And it will change your life. It's going to be hard, right? The process is going to be hard. Nobody ever said that this process of letting go or determining whether you should stay or leave or anything, nobody said it was ever going to be easy. But it's worth it. Because peace lives on the other side of that, see? But you got this. I'm yapping my head off. Until next time, guys, I need y'all to handle your business. Peace. I'll see you guys when I see you guys.